Hi everyone, I am Ramashish Gupta. This is Ramashish Gupta, Civil Engineer. Once again, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share you all about segregation and bleeding of concretes. Like what is the segregation and bleeding in concrete, what is the difference between segregation and bleeding, and what is the causes of segregation and bleeding, and what is the effect of segregation and bleeding in concrete, and how to reduce segregation and bleeding in concrete. So let's jump to the video and please watch the video till the end. So first of all, we will discuss about segregation. What is segregation? Segregation means the separation of coarse aggregate, cement and water from the concrete is known as segregation. If aggregate, cement and water are separated from each other in concrete, then you can say it is a segregation. Now, what is bleeding? Bleeding is a form of segregation in which water present in the concrete is pushed upward due to the settlement of cement, sand and aggregate is called as bleeding. In case of bleeding, water present on the top of the concrete surface due to improper proportion mix, then you can say it is a bleeding in concrete. What is the difference between segregation and bleeding in concrete? So in case of segregation, the coarse aggregate, that is heavy particles, settle down leaving a mortar on top. But in case of bleeding, water present in the concrete is pushed upward due to settlement of cement and aggregate. Now in case of segregation, separation of coarse aggregate, cement paste and water. But in bleeding, separation of water only from cement, sand and aggregate. This is the difference between segregation and bleeding in concrete. Different causes of segregation and bleeding in concrete. Let's see what is the causes of segregation. There are different causes of segregation, like transporting concrete mixes for long distance, and poor proportion of concrete mix, and dropping concrete from more than 1 meter, and vibrating concrete for a long time. That's the reason of segregation in concrete. In case of bleeding, the main causes of bleeding in concrete is due to high doses of water cement ratio and depends on the type of cement used on site. Now let's see the effect of segregation and bleeding. What is the effect of segregation and bleeding in concrete? There are different effects of segregation and bleeding on concrete, like it reduces the bond between the reinforcement and concrete, and it reduces bond between the aggregate and cement paste. It enhances the workability of concrete and it affects on strength also. The last one is how to reduce the problem of segregation and bleeding on concrete. There are different things to reduce the segregation and bleeding in concrete, like transportation of concrete mix should be for a short distance, and water cement ratio should be proper, and the ratio of cement, sand and aggregate must be proper in ratio proportion, and dropping of concrete height should be not more than 1 meter, and do proper vibration during the pouring of concrete. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get more videos.